All right. Hello. Wee. It's Dan in the corner. Uh,
No one puts Dan in the
where
corner.
where I belong. Yeah, yeah.
It's
He
Dan in
was
the corner. It's Dan in the spotlight, losing his religion.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's already stuck in my head. That took seconds. Oh, that's amazing. Um, wow, I'm gonna be so confused tonight. Hi, friends. It's great to be back with playing with you all. And viewers, it's lovely to have you here. Thank you. We're on episode 47. 47. We're talk to you players this week about what we might want to do for our 50th
Oh
episode since
yeah.
we're so close now. That's a big, that's a big landmark, a milestone. Hi, I'm Dan in the corner. Uh, um, yeah, episode 47. Gosh, we've had so much wild stuff. The crew is currently on the island of Macaw. I had a whole experience last session with this. I've got to be careful not to give any extra clues. Like, I forget how I phrased it. This creature from nightmares
Mm-hmm.
on the island, which turned out, to not just be everyone's nightmare and many people's nightmares, but actually on the island, a bunch of dead carcasses of this, like a similar version of it in a cave. Around midnight, it seemed to age across the day, and around midnight, it died, and a new one was born from the carcass. And as the crew tried to bring it back to, I've been calling it the castle in my notes because it's kind of like the castle on top of the hill. Um, Back to the castle for safety, we found that it seemed to react to the border of this fell portion of the forest. So it grew in discomfort, maybe even pain as it approached the edge and seemingly couldn't cross or did not want to cross. I think it's right around here that we finished last session. Um, I think we'll pick it up there. The rain is heavy, thunder rolling in the distance, and we're at the border. So this is sort of where some of the forest opens up, the canopy above a little bit, a little less dense, and rain is sort of washing down on those that have crossed past that line where the forest becomes lush again on the mystical island of Macaw. I believe Sinister was carrying the creature and trying to hold it up so it was supported and approaching that edge when it was squirming and Sinister stopped, recognizing it seemed to be in pain. Sinister took a few steps back, seemed to calm down a bit. So I'll just put it right in your lap, Sinister. That's okay. What would you like to do?
All right. Okay. All right. I'm not good with kids. You're just born and you don't want to move. I don't speak whatever you speak. I don't speak baby. So, what? Dude, okay. Are you hungry? Do you need to poop? What's going on?
That's right. This does have actual eyes and a little bit
Eyes.
of
Yes.
a.
I'm just
um,
gonna I'm just gonna go to rub its top of its head and just like talk very soothing. Like, look, I hear you're supposed to be nurturing and loving and not mean. So let's try to. I don't know. You don't want to leave. Where do you want to go?
um, it tries to squirm down a little bit to kind of get down on its own. Do you want to
Yeah.
allow? Okay.
I'm just gonna be like, all right.
It climbs down, not a little bit panicked, just backing away just a few more feet from that edge.
All right, all right.
But looking at all of you, the rain kind of collects and starts running little streams down its face. Um, and it looks back to the forest, the fell portion.
All right, I guess. Whatever. All right, let's go. And then I'm gonna, get my umbrella out of the pack, and mage hand it up because I don't carry my own umbrella. And you know,
The hand comes into space. Yeah.
and then just like hold it over both of us, and I'm just gonna go. Go ahead. Go. Show me. Go.
Starts taking slow steps through the muddy ground back into that fell portion.
And it,
Okay.
I'm walking. I guess I'm walking back to the rest of them.
Okay. What do
Baby doesn't want to go to the house. It got to the edge of the forest and it's acting like it can't leave.
Yeah. I guess we should stay. We should find a place for it in the forest then, where it's safe.
They seem to have a whole cavern, a whole cave, but there's a bunch of dead things in there. Oh, and did I mention there's like a I don't know, what is it, an astral sea or I don't know, some sort of, I don't know, maybe they come from under there or whatever, but
You think it
Yeah.
came from a sea?
kind of like remember when you were like so concerned about the rabbits that you just don't care about now, but and they were like animals coming about the void.
What do you mean? I still care about the rabbit.
Let's not get distracted. We'll deal with the rabbits later. But right, remember when the creatures was coming up and they destroyed the one area and they were coming about and you're like, oh no, we gotta save the rabbits. We don't want them to. Well, remember that garbage that they were coming up out of? Like, I don't know, what is it? What is it? Like, I don't remember what the name was.
Sea.
Yeah, that. You're so smart. That's why you're the captain. That is what. Yes, that. Well, there was one of those down there. I gotta write things down, huh? Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. As I was thinking that maybe they came up out of that, colonized somehow here, and then got destroyed by something. I mean, it looks like, whatever it was, busted out of the chest. But we saw that the baby came out of the chest. But that doesn't. How would they recreate if they die?
Maybe that's their cycle.
But they don't look like that. Look, and I mean, you're just a special little entity and creature that is born into this world, and we love you with all our hearts. We're trying to be nurturing. It didn't work.
So sorry. Dan, distracted with things. You were asking the creature. You were doing what for the creature? I'm so
I
sorry.
was just like, you are a special little being. I did not mean that you're an abomination, because you don't know that, actually. And you're different in every way. We're not exactly sure if that's good or not.
That like tight flesh face and all this thing with like eye sockets like all kind of stretched out at you. Doesn't seem to understand what you're saying.
I just pat them on the head.
So I'm sorry, Sinister. I mean, should we find it like a safe place to be that's not a place full of dead things?
Well, obviously it doesn't want to go back to the
Right.
bitchin' mansion.
I mean, here.
It can't. Well,
Maybe it's not the fact that it doesn't want to, but the fact that it can't.
I don't
Yeah,
think it can.
exactly.
Because it got to the edge and it was like, no, I can't.
Okay, well, we'll keep you safe in the forest then.
Can you guarantee the safety? Seriously, this is clearly an infant. It doesn't
We
have-
can build it a house.
That keeps it safe, right?
Yeah, I mean, at least we'll keep it away from the elements, maybe keep it hidden from other creatures.
What
Maybe we
about
can make
food?
it to where people can't see the house. Well, we
I
can
don't-
find out what it eats and we can feed it.
Why can't we just like throw it into the sea and be like,
No!
that is,
Sinister!
it's
No!
going back to
No!
where
You're
It'll
not going to
find-
throw it into the sea. I demand that you don't talk about throwing it into the sea, not especially not around it.
What if that's where it was?
No! It didn't come out of the sea. It came out of its mother or father or
That is now dead. Your
Yes.
mom is dead.
Raylan will like
I'm
put
still
her
looking
hands
at
over the sides of its head and like, no, shh, Sarah, you can't just say these things around it. We have to break it in gently. We have to say, hey, sorry, little
See
buddy.
that carcass is your mother. It's dead.
Oh,
Do you know how to find other ones of yours? Like we should find like I'm quite sure.
Just looks around and there's no clue what anyone's saying. Can't I?
we can't take out the forest. We need to find a place for it here in the forest that it won't get. I don't know.
I'm not exactly sure the forest is its actual home, honestly.
Well, we can't take it out. What are we supposed to do?
Push it into the sea.
No, we're not pushing it. Sinister. No. No. Bad Sinister.
I'm not bad.
Okay.
I just-
I'm assuming around this time. So last session, I ended like in the cave just to confirm that it like
Yeah.
got absorbed to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming this will be about the time that I mind Link to like inform everybody about this,
Mm-hmm.
just to like 100% confirm it.
Yeah, it definitely gets
Um,
drawn down there and dumped at the
Yeah.
rest.
So I'll be back up soon. Nothing major's happened down here. Anything's moving, and of course, she's got like the sword, the sun sword out. So, you know,
Nice.
there's light all over the place. So if there was something around here, I'd probably jump out. But yeah, it's totally fine. I'll be back up soon. Yeah, just keep it safe. I don't know. Maybe introduce it to Carmine. Some
No,
company might be nice.
I wanted to go with.
All right,
its
see y'all
people.
soon.
No, no.
Carmine, I can go back and get Carmine
Oh, why would Carmine care?
and bring it here, and see if maybe Carmine might want to talk to it. Maybe Carmine could say something. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Zia. Thank you. Brayla's gonna go over
Carmine
to
barely cares that you're around.
Brayla's go.
I'm just saying, he's in his teenage phase.
Brayla's gonna go over to Liazana. Liazana, could you make sure that the Sinister doesn't throw the kid into the sea?
I can't pick things up. You're clearly stronger than me. I can't. I'm not
I'll
gonna
make
throw it
sure.
into the sea.
Okay.
I'll make sure.
We'll go get Carmine and then I'll be right back. Okay?
What?
Brila will go and go back to the house to get Carmine.
All right.
I am
You
quite curious about this stupid-
you begin heading back to the castle to collect Carmine. In the meantime, I'm gonna say after kind of standing around a bit, everyone's getting pretty wet. Kind of a cold rain, but thankfully temperature's pretty toasty since it's summertime. Zia, you catch back up with everyone in case you all want to do anything while you're waiting for Brila.
Nah.
I'm gonna look at it and start, like trying to draw pictures, like
Mhm.
of the sea. You want to go in there? Like,
But it's, we're not even sure if that's where they came from. It just happens to be a hole leading to the Omega Sea with a bunch of these dead creatures.
how would I know? I mean,
That doesn't mean it wants to go back there.
I didn't think it did. I'm just trying to see if it has any connection to but it was just born. I get it, but I just want to know, does it feel something or the sea?
I'm not even sure if it understands us.
It, even without a roll, it looks like it really just isn't tuned in at all. So Breelith, as you head back up to the castle, or where are you heading to collect Carmine? Your room?
I guess wherever I don't remember where she last saw Carmine. I think it was, I think it was
Like,
in the
store-
in the
like,
keep.
yeah.
I
You
mean,
know,
in
like
the
when the ship first came in and there was like the loading docks and boxes and stuff. There's a trip over that.
Okay.
No,
Where would you like to go?
yeah.
Which portion?
I mean, I guess just probably just. I mean, because I think the last time she saw Carmine, he was walking away. So she probably figured she didn't know where he would be, so she'd probably just go up and down the halls of the house, be like, Carmine,
Okay.
Carmine, we have a kid that might you might be able to talk to. Could I use your very good services for a bit? You're highly needed by the group if you are amenable.
You repeat this message many times as you're navigating halls and everything. As you go back and forth through the main hall on the first floor, past the galley and everything, and past the kitchen and dining area on the right, the room at the end, on the right of that massive hallway, is the entertainment room. And you see there's the stage and a bunch of seating sort of set up to look at the stage. And on the stage, for whatever was performed last, I think it was one of Sinister's shows. Left over is this really soft, cushy, fuzzy blanket that sort of drapes into the middle of it like white tufts of whatever it is. um, and laying down, seemingly asleep, and it is Carmine, not answering but asleep.
Lilith will walk up very gently. And when she gets up to Carmine, we'll just be like, "Hey, Carmine, are you awake?
Looks at you like, what do you want?
Hey, um, we have this kid that we found in the dark part of the forest that we can't really communicate with. Um, do you think that you'd be able to come and try to communicate with it?
He looks around a little bit.
It's really weird looking.
Gets up a little bit.
Might be interesting.
Yeah, they stand up on all fours and do like a soft stretch and seem ready to follow you.
Okay. Lilith will stop by the galley, or the kitchen. The kitchen. We'll stop by the kitchen on her way out to get, like, whatever she thinks that Carmine would like as like a snack.
Make a perception check, please, Breedless.
Okay. Well, that's good, I'm sure. That's a whole, let's see here. Look. I didn't that click on it. Oh, whoops! I didn't join the campaign with the character yet.
Okay, you didn't understand the assignment?
I bring it up right now. I did not understand the assignment, Dan. No. All right. It's slowly loading. I rolled a 10, but I don't think I have that much of a plus. But let me just take a look here.
Okay.
After it decides to show me.
So with the rest of us together, I'm just gonna be like, so the ghost ship. Haven't heard about that in a while, huh?
I mean, and I'm gonna be trying to like go through my bag, and maybe there's like, I don't know how long food has been in my bag or whatever. Maybe a dried up bit of cheese. Like,
Nice. You try feeding it, doesn't seem to eat.
because it
Like,
doesn't have a. It doesn't have a
Where's
mouth.
the mouth on this thing?
There isn't a mouth. It's like the first thing you notice when you look at its face is that there isn't a mouth.
I'm gonna guess that that's a 12, Dan, because I don't know. It's not loading for me for some reason. It keeps churning. But I don't think that she has that high of a perception
Okay.
addition. So I think it'd be like an 11 or a 12.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna give if Z wanted to do anything with the ghost ship beyond that, please. You know, I'll
I know the last
Oh
thing.
no, that was just
that
a
was just like
call for
fun.
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, Ike.
All right.
Oh,
That's
oh.
awesome. Breathe, you make. Oh, what you got?
It's a 14. It's a 14.
Okay. So you head in, Carmine behind you, and you start, Vic's in the kitchen, and you're heading over to ask him, like, what's good, in the kitchen, and you turn around kind of, excited, Carmine's following you. It's been a little while since Carmine's, been connected, and Carmine is, not there. You hear Carmine following you, but still out in the hallway, like they're just going really slowly or something. Do you want to just wait for Carmine, or do you want to check on Carmine? What would you like to do?
Brilith would definitely like poke her head out to like look down the hall to see what's taking Carmine so long.
Carmine's just walking slowly. Really, very low energy, very lethargic.
Oh, Brilith will kind of crouch down. Carmine, are you okay?
Carmine just rests on like the left side, those two legs. And with your 14, you'll see that there's something that catches your eye, a little bit of discoloration in a few places. There's a couple of spots, maybe 7 or 6 or 7 around Carmine's body where there seem to be like patches of scales missing. Doesn't look infected or anything, but looks kind of raw.
Oh, how big is Carmine right now?
Snout to tip of tail, probably a little longer than you are tall. Like body itself, if Carmine were to stand up, it'd probably come up to your waist or something like that. About halfway up, but with a tail.
Okay.
So long.
Okay. Brilith, well, Carmine, do you want to ride my shoulders? Will that help?
Looks up with almost a pleading face, like, okay, but I can't get up there.
Okay, no. Brilith will try her best to try and maneuver it to where it's like a mink kind of laying over.
Okay.
And we'll bear the weight.
Aw.
Gladly.
Okay. You get a bit of a closer look at a couple as you drape Carmine across your shoulders, and it is sort of doesn't look like I make a quick medicine check if you would, as you can kind of look at these patches of missing scales. Oh, good. Thank you, guys.
Yes, that's an 18.
All right. Doesn't look like there was anything like they were scratched or struck or anything like that or plucked out. But it does look like it probably hurts. And that there's 3 or 4 scales in each little patch that seem to be missing. And other areas that even as you're kind of touching the scales and checking, some other little areas of scales are loose. And you can tell that there's Carmine. The lethargy is something that's a little out of place. The fatigue that Carmine seems to be dealing with.
Rila's going to go back into the kitchen. Vic, do you have any do you have any like ointment that helps cuts or burns or?
Right. He walks over near one of the sinks and pull some stuff out from under the cupboard. They, did you hurt yourself? Sets him down in
Um,
front of you. You alright?
no, I, wait a minute. I want to see if she has a cantrip that I think that she has. And she does not. Um, yeah, okay. I thought that she had a message, but she doesn't.
Mhm.
I, yeah, you can see, yeah, I cut myself and I just need something to, and she'll,
It's
thanks.
not for Carbine then. He looks at the wounds on the dragon draped across your shoulders.
She'll kind of like try to nod indiscreetly.
Don't you use that one, that'll take back like the burn one. Like no. Um
Okay,
Make sure you get it cleaned well with some soap and rinse it out well. Use
okay,
this. He reaches under a different counter. It sting a bit, but it'll be good. And then that last one there, it's a bit goopy, but it'll keep other bad stuff out. And then
okay,
some gauze if you can. I don't even know if that'll work, but
okay.
uh,
Thank you, Vic.
I know. I guess there really isn't much like fresh water here, but keep out of the river. There's other animals and such that'll contaminate it. You don't even want that water in the wounds.
Okay, but rainwater would be okay?
I hope
Okay.
should be
All right, thank you.
okay.
So he just gave her the ointment, but no gauze or anything?
He gave you an antiseptic,
Yeah,
um, an ointment, and like a
okay.
triple antibiotic ointment, and some
Yeah,
gauze. Yeah.
okay, and some gauze. Great,
Hmm.
great. Brila's going to, before she starts out, is going to go back to her room and get her cloak to
Okay.
kind of put over his body or their
Okay.
body to make sure that, uh, just in case something like falls on the cuts. Okay, it's all
Understood.
right. She'll kind of soothe it as she like just kind of puts the cloak just around it as well,
Okay.
not covering its head or anything, but just the body and where the scales are. So,
Just resting their
um,
eyes.
okay. If it hurts, just let me know. Okay. Uh, we'll go and
Emergency.
see the boy, and then I'll come back and I'll put some stuff on your scales there, and she'll give it a loving pat, and we'll start back.
Okay.
Not too quickly to jostle it, but and she'll in her head uh to Liazana specifically. Um, hey, I'm on my way back with Carmine. Um, he seems a little not feeling well. He has some little like places on his scales that seem to hurt. Uh, so might not be able to stay long. I will have to come back after we try to get, see if Carmine can interact with it, with the child. I might come back and help put on some ointment that I got from Vic. Um, to try and he seems very tired and slow. I hope he's okay. I don't know
What do you
what's
mean
wrong.
by on his scales?
It looks like some scales are coming loose, and it looks like where they're coming loose, they hurt. Mm, you can take a look once I get there, but if it turns out that the rain and stuff hurts it, I'll come back. But if not, I will. If I have to go back before getting there, I'll let you know. But otherwise, I'm on my way.
Okay. Let me know if you need some help with that. I can try to talk to Carmine.
Oh, right. Yeah, that would probably be good. Seems very sleepy and tired right now. I have him on my shoulders, so
Okay, we'll try to make this quick.
okay, all right. And Braylith will continue her way back.
Okay. Alright.
And then Liazana will tell the other two that Rilla's on her way with Carmine, but they can't stay for too long. So we can try to see if we can communicate with the creature, but
Can they stay too long? Like, attitude, like
not really. You'll see when they get here. I'm kind of confused myself.
Yeah.
what's the point of bringing it out if they can't stay there long?
I hope that Carmine's okay.
Yeah,
But I mean,
I hope so too.
Relith would never put Carmine in any dangerous situation unnecessarily. So
I mean, anything that could be detrimental to it tells her, maybe. I doubt she can do that. As Sinister is trying to push Tease into the face.
It's just
so anyway, that
yeah.
and then during that, just like, okay, so anyway, back to the ghost ship.
Yeah.
I want to continue that discussion
Right.
while we're waiting.
Charles is
That's
supposed to go
amazing.
check it out.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so you continue the discussion on the different rumors about from whence it came, how it came to existence, and what it might be doing now, and if it's real or not, until you hear the splotchy footsteps in the mud and rain of Breeleth carrying Carmine on his shoulders.
Hey guys.
That's odd. Why? What's?
Hey.
Why do? What happened? Why are you carrying Carbide?
In their head to the group, they would be like, well, Carmen says, well, there are some little like spots on it where it's losing its scales.
Immediately take the mage hand umbrella over from the baby to.
Yeah, well, there's also a cloak over him too.
So it's just immediately. Why did you bring him out?
Just want to check, and then I told Carmine that if it hurts to let me know, and they haven't let me know anything. So, yeah.
Obviously sick.
Yeah, you can see Carmine just like mostly asleep, like present, but barely.
You should have brought him out.
I let Carmine know. It's okay. I'm gonna go back as soon as we try.
Yeah. All right. Good luck.
Brilith will walk over to Liazana. So, I'm really kind of confused to what we're doing. Just seeing if Carmine can talk to the kid, right?
I think so.
You'll recall that Guardian's with you too, and Guardian seemed to be able to understand the language, but the previous version wasn't speaking. Just to help her, but since it's been a few weeks.
Okay.
But,
Brilith will kind of get a little bit closer to the kid and just kind of very carefully kind of like kneel down without moving her back, to kind of keep Carmine on it, and not jostle him around too much. Just see how the kid reacts to the dragon.
kind of looking, over Carmine, taking like a step and a half back, and looking around. Now the rain sort of cascading down, and again, it's umbrellas don't
Look to the kid. Carmine, I think, came from here too. Came from this forest. Carmine, this is, if you and she'll kind of scratch its head as she says this. This is the kid that we found.
That's Axel. I named him Axel.
Axel, here in the forest. We can't seem to take it out of the dark part of the forest, so looks like we'll have to keep it here.
Face, like...
She'll kind of like watch the kid to see if like Carmine's speaking to it mentally or
Um, Carmine's sort of looking at you. Did you ask Carmine, like, say something or anything like that?
no, not specifically. Can you communicate with it at all? It doesn't seem to understand us, Carmine. Just tell it
Looks
that
over at the.
it's safe. Maybe what it wants to do, where it wants to go.
Carmine shuffles a bit. You put Carmine on the ground, right?
Yeah, she'll put him on the ground.
Oh, okay. Not that you have to. I wasn't, couldn't recall if you had.
She hadn't yet, no. But
Okay.
if Carmine seems like she would keep him on her shoulders unless Carmine seemed like he wanted, like he was jostling to get. Okay, if he doesn't
He's not
seem like
jostling,
he's
no.
okay, well then she would just keep him on his shoulders and just kind of like maybe edge a little bit closer.
Mm.
Get on. She's on the kid's level. Kind of will edge a little bit closer, getting mud all over herself probably. But
Carmine looks at you and then looks at the creature. And sends an impression to you of help.
okay, thank
Or-
you.
Nurses
It's
back
still
down.
just saying help.
But Carmine can understand.
Yeah, it seemed like Carmine could understand help. Yes.
Well, that's great. I mean, I had no idea that Carmine could speak or at least understand Sylvan.
While they're doing
Yeah.
that, I'm gonna break out the guitar and I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Carmine.
Okay. Let me think then. Visually, Breelith, yeah, you haven't wrapped or you haven't done any of the stuff yet, right? You've just sort of
Nope.
covered up. Okay.
Nope. Yeah.
Okay, there's a couple that kind of hang out of where the jacket's covering Sinister, and as you cast that, you see at least the rawness of the area seems to heal up a bit. That's a little bit better.
Well, I'm gonna use D&D Beyond. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, full 8 points.
Nice! Ah, amazing. Okay. Nice. Yeah, so at the very least, the one that you can see visibly begins to heal. Scale's still missing, but that rawness looks a little more healed. Mm-hmm. Carmine still seems to be pretty sleepy. We'll go for Archie.
Hmm.
Well, I think I'm gonna take him back, and
Yeah.
so we can
You
rest.
should.
I think we need to kind of do some research and maybe see if there have been any updates in the library. Maybe anybody's found any reference to this area of the island, or
Are we just gonna leave him out here?
It can't. I mean, all right. I honestly think that there might be a curse upon the land, and this creature is stuck within the boundaries of the curse.
so
Oh.
like we can't. What happens if? Wait,
Once
Sinister,
yeah,
you
there's
you
like-
have Mage Hand. Can you pick it up and attempt to move it, or is it too heavy?
It's too heavy. I could only lift like I don't know, 10 pounds at most.
Oh, okay.
And I as we walked towards the house, you see how this ground is all scarred and icky, and then it just like gets like really nice and stuff. It gets to
Yeah.
that edge where it's as if it cannot press any further.
Yeah.
So either
As
something's
if
keeping it in the
maybe
forest,
something
or
in
something's
here.
keeping
Yeah.
it away from.
All right,
The
whatever
house.
that is, there's a clear demarcation where it cannot pass.
Hmm.
So, I'm not exactly sure keeping it in the forest is a good thing or a bad thing. I just know it can't progress past this point, and I don't think it's of its own
Well,
volition.
it can't, but like we can't move it or affect it in any way.
I've tried.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like it physically wants to go further. It doesn't seem like it's an actual like. Doesn't seem like it's him. Like, no, I don't want to go further. It's more or less like I cannot go further.
Oh.
If we wait, if we come back, we're gonna. I wish we could find a way to keep it safe overnight. If tomorrow I can try,
I can stay. I'll stay with it overnight.
I
Well,
can try
I'll set up a camp.
Okay.
We'll camp.
But I can try casting remove curse on it tomorrow and see if that helps.
Yeah, I think that'll be good. Just
I'm good at putting curses on, not taking them off.
yeah, just keep me updated with if anybody in the library finds anything. Just mental link if you can, but otherwise we'll just go back to where we were in the woods and we had previously set up that encampment, and we'll just spend the night there.
Thank you, Sia.
Of course.
Gonna take Carmine back.
I wish I had something that could actually help you in this camping situation, but
Oh, I love it. It's way better than sleeping in that stuffy old building anyway. A lot better
What?
airflow.
that is a lie.
That is a lie.
Nice. All right. So Zia, you're prepared to kind of, spend the night out here and keep watch, while everyone else sort of gets prepared. Breel's bringing Carmine back, and Guardian's ready to head back because there's no fighting. Sinister and Mizana and everyone, and Ashvar, I think, is out here. All right, so I think I'll say that for everyone else, you're able to head back up to the house. Zia staying here. The creature seems to, I don't know if you just want to follow it to where it starts to walk off and has a place where maybe some of its predecessors used to nest at night. See, not the cave, but it's another area of like a cutout in the hill. Looks, lived in by a creature. If you want to follow it, if there's anything else you'd like to, okay.
I'll just follow it.
And it is a pretty nice night. It's this place. Doesn't flood because it's pitched outward a bit, and but you get these sheets of rain, this wall of rain outside, this small little mini cave area. It only goes in about 35 feet or so, but this is beautiful wall of rain. The thunder rolling in the background and cracks of lightning. The fresh air, the rain kicks up all those little microparticles and everything, and gives that beautiful rain scent. So you're definitely able to get, like, if you're sleeping, just in this area, the creature falls asleep, seems to rest. So if you're getting some, you'll get plenty of rest. This is very nice out here for you.
Perfect.
Everyone else heads back up to the house. If anything happens, of course, we can jump back in and say that people ordered you. I don't, who knows what's going to happen. But just kind of set that for now, for Zia. But the rest of you head back to the castle. You have to go through that port area, and it's nice to get through the little zigzaggy cave area down there to get out of the rain. There's a lot of rain that pours down the sides of the steps. It's a little sort of pitched outward at the top, so it collects little streams of rain that run down and empty out into the water below. But yeah, you find your way into the elevator. Ting, kind of ratchets up the elevator shaft as you all head inside. Is there any place in particular Liaison of Breland and Sinister would like to go now that you're back?
I'm going wherever Brayla's going.
Okay. I mean, cool. That's cool or whatever.
Sinister, sensing that they're trying to keep their tension aside and just kind of just, if Carmen requires any further healing, please, whoop. And then he just kind of walks away. He's either gonna try and find pillows and Titania, so she could probably show him how to sleep like a normal person for 8 hours.
Ooh, nice, yeah. Awesome. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So I'll say for Sinister, we'll jump into Sinister. You had, let's see. I mean, it's pretty late. It's like 9:30. Actually, you've been searching the caves. I was probably a little closer to 10:30 at night now. You
Good job.
let me. Oh my gosh, I don't have that handy. Okay, well, we'll just flip this and see if she's awake. Oh, she's awake. Okay. You find Titania down in the dining area, just having a little snack before bed. Um, oh,
Like,
Tuesday.
hey, it's just me, fully wet, and he's just wringing out his
Yes.
hair.
Oh.
Are you, did you have a small adventure? Or you just
Yeah,
enjoy the rain?
If you call, making sure nightmare beasts don't kill the rest of my crewmates while they make questionable decisions, an adventure, then yes.
This, well, I feel that traveling with you takes some getting used to. Feels like so much happens.
Yeah, it does.
You all right though?
Maybe that's a loaded question. Am I physically fine? Yes. Am I all right with what happened? I don't know.
Well, I was about to have a bit of a snack. Would you like to sit and tell me about it?
Oh well. Yeah, sure. And I would like to do it in the way of a song.
That's amazing. I have it no other way.
And then he just goes into the whole tale, and
Aw.
he does it in musical form while eating cheese and entertaining her. He's just actually, if anything, he's being especially goofy because of the whole gravity of the situation, trying to take his mind off of it. He's just actually overcompensating.
Nice. Okay. That's sweet. You can see it. Titania seems pretty invested too. Like she's probably getting ready for bed, but it's like, oh, this is pretty fun, and listening to the story as you tell it and
Yes.
rock out and everything. So
And he's just grinning and just flipping his hair and just kind of like, overtly flirting with her on purpose,
nice, nice.
just to be extra goofy. And then after he's done, he's like, I have ulterior motives
Oh,
with you, Titania.
and what's those?
Can you keep a secret?
Like me?
Well, it will require you to come to my bedroom and help me sleep.
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't mean it that way. All right, here's.
Oh.
All right.
Mm,
I have this little box right here.
yes.
No, it's a little box. Guess what it does?
What?
I get to write down my heart's desire of what I wish for, but it has to be able to fit in this box. And I put it in, and if I have a full night's rest for 6 months, I get my very wish.
Does it work? Incredible. What are you going to wish for?
I don't know yet, but
Oh,
here's the thing.
yes.
Of my elven lineage, all I do is trance, which is basically me sit and I just kind of go na for 4 hours. I have to get a full night's rest. I don't know how you guys do it for 8 hours, but I only need 4. So
Yes.
I need you to help. I need you to sleep with me, or at least help me sleep.
Well, I think I can help. Well, there's a couple of ways that I know. One, if you drink a mammal's milk, warmed,
Oh
it
gosh.
can help the
Oh
body.
wait. Milk, is that the same thing that is in iced
It
cream?
is. Yes.
I am highly allergic, or it actually tried
no.
to kill me. I
Oh
I
my.
believe the ice cream tried to actively kill me.
Oh, that does happen to some. Well, the other that I know of course, is well, drinking. Excessive amounts of alcohol can lead one to, well, wine in particular. For me, wine. It's very fun, and then I'm very sleepy. I think
I
finding.
think I know a little bit about that. All right. And then you just see just mage hands of just bottles just coming because he knows exactly in the dining room where it is.
Yeah, for real, yeah. Awesome. She'll probably have one or two, and then excuse herself. Yeah, and you can tell that there's part of her that would like to stay, but part of her seems to be like, I've got to get to sleep because it's a bit of fair. It's probably a couple hours. Like after
Yeah.
she'll hang around for a few hours, chatting with you. But she seems to have had a lovely time.
What
And
is the thing called a pillow that I must rest under?
oh yeah,
I know what a
she'll
pillow
go, yeah.
is.
That's amazing. Beautiful.
He just laughed at her. All right.
Nice. Hello.
All right.
Excellent.
I think I got the hang of it, Titanium. Maybe you should read me a bedtime story or something. Tuck me in.
We'll look into
Night. Okay.
that. Good
Good
night, Sinister.
evening.
Awesome. All right, so she'll head to bed. And Breelith and Liazana, what are the two of you doing here during that time?
Brilliant would. Um, are there any? I don't remember. Are there any like bathing rooms or any like spa rooms in this
Yeah.
place?
There's some large
Um,
bathrooms that have the soaking baths and other things.
Okay. Okay. She would take Carmine to one of those. Along with the ointments and things that she got.
Mhm.
And of course, if Liaisana's following, that's fine. We'll take Carmine to one of those, and just kind of, sit him beside one of the baths. She'll draw a nice, like, lukewarm bath, not like too hot or cold or anything. Um, I, Carmine, do you want to soak in a bath? Would that feel good, or just
Just
wipe you off?
they don't really respond. If you go as far as like drawing one up, they might kind of slide off
Yeah.
your shoulder
Okay.
into the bath.
Okay. All right. That's what she'll do then. She'll have drawn a bath, lukewarm water. Would kind of like, put her shoulder down to where it won't have to, and even kind of help it where it won't like just fall in. And, we'll let it kind of soak for a bit, to kind of relax. She would have made it a little bit warm, so that way it's a little bit comforting to it, probably.
Yes.
And then after, she'll let it stay there for as long as it seems comfortable, and then take it out and start applying the stuff to the areas and wrapping it in some gauze.
Okay. You see all the rooms seem to look a little better than last time you looked, possibly from Sinister's healing magic.
Okay.
A little less raw. And some of the other ones, as you're sort of as they've rested on like their steps into this particular bath, and they've been resting like up the steps with their head like out on the top, up in the air, on the top step.
Yeah.
And as they get out and you're sort of patting down, a few of the other scales fall off, leaving against sort of new raw spots here and there, like 2 or 3 more patches, about 7 or 8 of these dragon scales, small ones, fall off onto the
Beautiful.
How small?
probably about the size of a silver dollar or so, if that's helpful reference.
Okay.
Brilith will look to Liasana. I know that you've been teaching me Draconic here and there. I don't know how. Could you ask it what's happening? If it knows what's happening to its scales?
She's going to look Carmine in the eye, and in Draconic, she's going to ask, "Are you okay?"
You get an impression in your head of just the fatigue. Not really, answer one or the other, but you get the feeling of that heavy fatigue. You do. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna like follow that up with asking Carmine, is this hurting you? Like, is this normal?
You get an impression of unknown, like Carmine doesn't know and is a little nervous and is scared by it. You don't know. Hurts a little, a bit of pain.
Okay. So Carmine's not exactly sure what's going on, and
Okay.
it is hurting them a little bit. I think the best thing we can do is just try to treat the areas and just let Carmine sleep, because Carmine is definitely very tired.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to pick up any of the skills that I can and start collecting them.
Okay. I'll make a quick investigation check. See how you scoop up.
That investigation?
Please.
Boo. I got an 11.
You've that's right. You find 5
I
of
tried
the
to
scales.
inspire you earlier too. That didn't cross my mind.
Yeah, 5 baby dragon scales, basically.
Ooh, okay. Here's a
Brilith
turning.
will finish up putting the gauze and
You just
then
like
we'll...
wrapping it around Carmine like a mummy.
No. I mean, if there's a way to do it without, like, if it's like on its torso, she'll just wrap it around like the torso part. If it's on its leg, she'll just wrap around the leg part.
Okay.
If it seems to be kind of, and she'll just do that with the more kind of the more raw looking areas.
Okay.
The rest of it, she'll just put ointment on, and then maybe take her cloak and kind of wrap around it. Kind of like wrap it around Carmine, like as she did before, like just
Okay.
not like a mummy or not like that she's swaddling it, but like just to kind of keep those spots from touching anything.
Okay.
And we'll put Carmine back on her shoulders. I think I'm going to grab, there was this kind of fluffy pillow thing on the stage. I think I'm going to go and get it and take it to my room so Carmine can lay on it.
I would like to think it was like maybe one of Sinister's like shawls or something like fancier, like fur covered, like a cloak or something.
So Brilith will go and get that on her way back to her room and take it to her room.
Okay.
For Carmine to, and just kind of like lay Carmine down gently on it and kind of tuck the cloak in around him a bit and leave him be.
Alright.
She'll give a little scritch on in between the eyes.
Eyes closed. Alright. Breedleth and Liaison are still together. You two heading to bed or doing anything else for the night? Like not trying to, just
Really?
to know if I can advance to the next day. I heard it. I'm like, okay.
Are you doing anything else? Brilith and
Hint.
Liazana? Are you? Brilith will just kind of turn to Liazana as she came with her to her room. Just hope he's okay,
Well, I can stay in here if you want. I only need a trance, so I can try to keep an eye on Carmine if you need to sleep.
Would you?
Yeah, I can.
Thank you. And she'll give her a hug and just kind of get nestled into bed.
Okay.
Liazana will like try to tuck you in.
Oh. Relith will give Liazana a kiss on the cheek.
She'll like kiss you on the forehead, and then she'll walk over to like, I imagine there's like a chair or something in your room, and she's gonna like sit over there.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. All right. So the night passes. Morning rolls around. There's
Oh, I would like to think
yeah.
that Sinister had like the wee willy winky nightcap and Bunny Slippers is like, where's my throw? It was
Oh no!
This arc is finding the yeah. That's awesome.
oh, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this night.
Nice. Yeah, so, morning comes around, breakfast is being, so it's usual breakfast time, it's sort of on a schedule now here, maybe a little late, knowing many folks kind of sleep in, so maybe 9:30 for breakfast. What do y'all want to do in the morning? Zia, when you wake up, or, whatever process you're going through there, when morning comes around, 8:39, the creature's still there. A great deal larger in size. It's gonna have to get out of this cave pretty soon, or it's not gonna fit. It's probably at least a third of the size now of the creature you saw, the full-grown creature you saw last night. No wonder, child.
Kid.
Yeah, Bo?
Yeah.
Were you watching it last night? Like, this is still the same one, right?
It's yep. There were a couple of times it was just watching me. So yeah, I just was
Wait.
just the eyes.
I can just.
I feel like it was. I don't know. It sure
Huh.
felt like it was looking right at me. But it's the same one. Yeah.
So,
Whew.
interesting. Yeah.
I mean,
guess
it
we've
might
never
not have seen me, but just it's got those eyes that follow you. Like it might be looking over that way, but it just feels like its eyes are on you.
So we're gonna take that and we're gonna log it in the back of the brain, and then we're going to not think about it anymore.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
It's right next to Charles's head spinning around now. It's just. Whew.
Oh yeah, that. Oh
Yeah.
god. I don't even
Sorry,
wanna-
Zia.
Yeah, we never really figured that out at all. Like, why was he in
I
that
don't
dream in
know.
the first place?
I don't know.
Have we brought that up with him yet?
I know. I don't think we've mentioned that to him. And I don't know that that poor soul might be scared of himself for a while. I think we
Yeah.
told him about that.
Yeah, no. Huh. If only we had somebody who was like really good at interpreting visions and dreams and that kind of stuff. But
Right, now where will we find someone like that?
yeah, I don't know.
We should go
But,
see Vic for breakfast though soon, I think.
Yeah, let me
On a different
mind,
note.
like, with Breelith real quick and be like, hey, so it's alive. It's I mean, I don't know if it's breathing really, but it's breathing, even though it doesn't have anywhere for it to go. It's a lot bigger. It's about a third of the size of the other one when it, died.
Oh gosh, does it look more like it?
Oh, I'll add, make a quick investigation check if you would, Zia.
Oh gosh. Okay. There we go. 22.
Oh, nice. Okay. There are some other differences. It's a third of the size currently, and you imagine it's gonna keep growing based on what Bo's report. It still, of course, has the eyes, which are different, but also, while still fairly emaciated, it's less so. Like it's just a little more nourished than its predecessor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know how the other one was just like really tight, like you could see like I guess what might have been bones,
Yeah.
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one's a little bit. It's a little bit more not chunky, but it, it looks less like it's starving to death. Um, did anybody have like dreams last night and see it?
Ooh, good question.
Because I
Uh,
didn't.
Sinister, you got a full night's sleep, or are you doing a whole sleep? Okay. Please, Sinister, roll a D100. Lisanna,
Lisanna just tranced.
Trance. Breelith,
Yeah.
roll
Breelith slept.
a D100. And,
Ooh. It was 80 for Breela.
okay. So many wonderful dice to choose from. Yes, yes.
I got an 84.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
why, yes, Breathe and Sinister. You have, whatever your worst anxiety or nightmare is. It's what you had. One that just kept looping.
We like
Uh,
Lisanna dying.
yeah, and it's on a loop. Whatever it is,
I think in the
again.
middle of
no.
I think in the middle of a performance, Sinister's sister Finesse just like you fucked it up, stupid.
The crowd
no.
starts going, yeah, we paid good money. Whoa, get out! And it turns into like them trying to rush a stage and kill you, and
Like
it ends
it's in
up
the
like,
middle
oh
of
my
him trying to
God.
play while she's dancing, and I just messed up the count and messed up her dance and the whole thing, and
Mhm.
she's just like angry and
it shifts and shifts until like the people are rushing the stage, and then it becomes you in your university in your home being chased by people trying to kill you and jumping through the portal only to return to the stage, rocking that
Oh,
jam again,
no.
and it's just going on until each of you once again, this time for the first time for Sinister, again for the first time, you have the creature with eyes in your dream now brings it to an end as it consumes all of the nightmare and the feelings surrounding it, bringing this beautiful peace. And it becomes a dream. You're very lucid, and you're able to control the dream, the rest of the dream for the night, each of you. And it's just peace and content and happiness and things that you want it to
he
be.
gets the count back. It's the okay. Gets the song back. All right.
And the creature dissipates. Okay, so anyway, that's what you two experienced. As Zia asked that, that's what happened to Breathe with Sinister.
Okay.
I never like sleep. Sleep is terrible. I don't understand why you do it.
I had a dream.
Okay.
Um,
And
The end.
or is that it?
sorry, Stephanie
Okay.
brain went to Tangled and the song Entangled, and it just went
not Les
crazy
Mis?
there.
Like
Yeah,
that
yes.
too.
Yeah.
It had the monster in it kind of like before, but it had eyes.
Okay. Okay. So it's a family business of consuming nightmares.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
But
So-
it got better, right? Like it came in.
Yeah. No,
it
yeah. It did. It did.
Okay. 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 I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So, do you feel in danger with it?
No. Like, it's not aggressive. It's not dangerous. It's still
Okay.
sleeping as of
Okay.
now. I guess one of the things I was potentially thinking was maybe the curse is like to continuously consume nightmares, and then the nightmares kill it over time, or something like that,
So
maybe.
we just have to stop having nightmares?
Well, that's the other weird thing is because like we didn't start having these nightmares until we got here this time, and we hadn't had them any of the previous times. So like,
All I gotta say is the first time I had a full night's sleep, like normal people with a pillow and everything for 8 hour plus, I get nightmares. That's all I gotta say. And it was unpleasant. Look at this. You see this? This is bags under my eyes. I'm scary.
I can't see that physically because we're in the mind link, and I'm very far away from you. But I can imagine.
Let me mind link some descriptions.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
You can go down the whole
my-
thing. Yeah.
Give me a full
yeah,
visual.
just hear just the description of the creases and stuff. Like,
Give me
it's-
that
it's-
high
it's-
definition mind link.
Yes, he's
Nice.
like, and remember when my dimples would just like, ooh, oh, so crap. And like, you can just hear him like just talk about, and
Yeah.
it's supposed to be restful, it wasn't.
So I'm very sorry to hear that. But also, yeah, I think this roundly disproves that kind of dumb theory because, like, I mean, it's still eating them, it's still doing the same thing, and it seems a little bit better. Do you want me to stay down here with it for another day, maybe?
Let's just maybe see what it's like when it's awake, you know?
Okay, I'll keep
Um,
you updated.
Okay, just if it acts aggressive, get out of there. Okay?
I'll
Yeah.
be down there with you shortly.
Oh, I have wings now. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I just want to see for myself.
See, he's had a Red Bull.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean,
You know, they used to tell
considering the
stories
dreams
about
that I had.
those.
Oh, you guys have that in this world too?
What
The
is
Red
that?
Bull of
I'm
the battlefield.
confused.
It's a
Yeah.
wine. It's a wine
Yeah.
that makes you feel energetic. In
But-
some cases, it gives you actual wings.
I don't
Sometimes
know
in
if I
bed.
want that.
It's fun. I spent wandering the Underdark for weeks.
Nice.
Well, I'm gonna get going.
Mm.
Reach out if anybody finds anything in the library or, you know, because they've been researching, I guess, for all this time, maybe. And
will-
I'll keep you
I'll join you
updated if
shortly.
anything. Okay, I'll let you know if anything's going on in the meantime.
Okay. All right. So as Zia has set herself to keep an eye on this creature out here for the day, and the mind link wraps up. Briefly, Zana and Sinister, are any of you heading for breakfast? What would you each be doing?
Um,
I would see about Titania, but
Okay.
you know,
If you look around, you'll find her having breakfast for sure.
Do
Liazana.
Zana have noticed anything with Carmine throughout the night?
Herman's just sleeping, not really rolling or turning too much. Just a lot of kind of shallowish breathing, really a lot of sleep.
Okay. now that
GW.
it's-
Sorry, go ahead, Lisa.
I was gonna say now that it's morning, she's going to like get up and kind of get close to Carmine and
Mm-hmm.
kind of scritch its head a little bit, see if they respond.
They do sort of not quite a purr, but something akin to that. You know, they respond. I see that. You do see it's sort of wriggled out of the what it was wrapped up in. It has the bandages and stuff still on, and there's some other areas where it looks like the scales are loose.
Okay. He's going to look for the like the ointment and stuff, and try to start like treating the freshly wounded. I don't know what to call it.
Sure.
Areas.
Mm-hmm. Make a
I don't
medicine
know.
check if you would.
I don't
Sorry.
know if Rayla's stuff yet or not.
Say, since you're trancing, this might be a little bit before breathe. That's okay, breathe.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. That's a 9.
So, two things. One, yeah, I mean, you do, right? You kind of take things out. It's a pretty basic skill to clean and treat. It's the bandage wrapping that you get hung up on. Like, it's probably 3.5 times as much bandage as you need gauze. A little closer to mummy-esque than the night prior. But you do notice, even with a 9, that it seems to, whatever this is with the wounds and like the scales falling out and stuff, seems to have accelerated. Where it was patches before, it seems to be like maybe 2.5, 3 times as many now spots that are creeping up with these scales.
Right.
And shortly before Breathe gets up.
Okay. And she's still trying to pick up as many as she can.
Okay, make a quick investigation check. Kind of finish this up, and you're looking around for scales.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna put all my dice in jail.
No.
That was a 6.
Oh my gosh, you find 2. There weren't many that fell out this time. They're loose, but not falling. So 2. You found 2. Maybe Carmine. Dragon scales. Yeah, and Breelith, you'll wake up just, shortly after that.
Breelith looks a mess when she wakes up. Hair everywhere. Like she had you drooled in her sleep. So she wakes up and wipes some drool from her mouth. Definitely not a graceful sleeper.
You'll see Mummy Carmine.
Lizana, you did the bandages already?
I tried. We might have a problem. Not to freak you out, just after waking up, but
She immediately gets down to the floor, where Carmine is in the bed, and I'm guessing Liazana looking for scales. What do you, hair still going everywhere. What's wrong? What?
looks like there's a lot more falling out now. Like it's falling out faster.
Relith will kind of peek under, the bandages a little bit. She'll kind of scritch Carmine on the head. I don't think I want to leave him today. They want to go and get some snacks for him, some food, some water, and I think I might stay in here today with him, or maybe take him out in the sun if he wants. I don't really want to leave him right now, especially if it seems like it's getting worse.
You hear Carmine groan a little in pain, maybe. Okay.
Oh no!
Oh.
Lisan, I don't know what to do.
I'm not sure either. I mean, let me see what food and water and stuff I can scrounge up, and maybe we can take Carmine to either the beach or the forest rooms. I don't know.
He squirms a little more.
But I'll leave the bandaging to you because I suck at it, and I'm gonna go scrounge up some stuff, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
And she's gonna give you a really big hug and be like, "It's gonna be okay."
She'll return the hug, just kind of thank you.
And if you want, I'll she's gonna second guess for a second. She's stopping what she was about to say. She's like, actually, never mind. Let me just go get the food. I'll be back.
Okay. Thank you. Relith will try to kind of like not redo the bandages, but just try to clean them up as much as she can.
As
Make them a little bit neater.
okay, you start to. We'll just trim this. It doesn't need to be this
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
And Carmine's squirming. And then, in a quick jolt, sprays half of your bedroom with the runs, and then stops squirming and seems to feel a little better. Like just. And with that, we'll take our bio break.
Daniel. Daniel.
Was this your build-up? Did you know? Did you know? You knew where this was going the second you started this.
Sinister's poor.
No, not the entire thing. Just the squirming and the groaning.
Sinister will never forgive you for what you did to that throat.
Oh no. So, for anyone who doesn't know, we can take a 10-minute bio break. We'll keep the audio hot because we are. And yeah, we'll catch you all soon. Our view screen will go up. We'll catch you about 10 minutes. Catch you all soon.
Daniel.
All right.
Daniel
I'm gonna
Marie?
go get myself something to eat.
Get some snacks.
Yum!
Oh, I know, it was a little
Wow.
gross. Well, poor Carmine's already got this going on. Like, yeah, maybe
I
some
know.
groans and twists would be fun way to.
Yeah. I think
I'm gonna
so.
make some cookies.
Okay.
Be right back, you guys.
Mm. Oh my goodness. Good times. And I'm the worst. Nice to be back. I should bring one of those. I've got so many cool things. I'll do this snack up. Ready. Okay. Oh my goodness. The audio is still live. Oh. I feel like the thunderstorm is let up. Let's find some other gosh, what kind of ambient music do we want for inside the keep? Just their arm on people. Wow. Let me keep that one. Yeah, just some. Alright, chat with me. Listen to some quick tunes here. Yes. See how this goes. Oops. Yeah, I think then now just get some light chill cases. Or I should get some to check. I remember how computers work. I love how much y'all coordinate playing joke in the same chat. I don't get to check it often, so. It's my crunching is getting picked up on.
You're good. It's not picking them up. Yeah. a perfect midnight snack for sure.
What am I going to wish for? What is he going to wish for? Infinite wishes. No. It can only fit in whatever it is. It can fit in that box. And if I remember,
that's the thing that I suggested in the comments. Is what you do is you wish for another slightly smaller box, and then you sleep on both of them, and then in each of those you also ask for slightly smaller boxes. And then you can
Imagine waiting 6 months. For
you
a
can do
box.
4 things at once then,
That's
because
true.
it'll appear in each of them. Or you can get parts of a bigger thing that wouldn't fit into one of them.
So I'm assuming that this is a box like this big. Oh. So a gun is out of the question. Okay. No. I think maybe. Oh, I will send it to you. I'll send you the wish because it's wand size. Knowing him, he wants it to be cool. He'll want it to be cool, and definitely splashing probably. Oh, okay.
Could you ask for like something that you don't know of?
I think he would
Like-
he would ask for something that he maybe came across in his studies.
So I guess my question is like, for instance, what if I want a list of instructions on how to create a bigger box? And I just want it on a slip of paper that has all the directions. Is that okay?
I want the
Because
directions to create me a coffin-sized box.
What are you? Why a coffin? What are you gonna make in there, Sinister? Yeah.
Showing his twisted mind.
But I think as the identify spell, brought it about, it's effectively worded in the same way like a wish spell is. But, except whatever, if you're effectively conjuring something, so it has to be those within those sizes. But I would say, word it where we want, ask for whatever, and then see how it pans out.
Right.
I think a lot of it's
knowing
in
him,
them.
knowing him is like he would just write everything super tiny. In his flowery calligraphy.
Nice.
Oh man, there's so many things. But I do have an idea that I don't think will break the game, but also, it seems like something he would want because he has the ambitions, and he knows that magic is tricky and that he has to be specific.
Excuse me.
So
Right.
He would definitely think about it. So I'm quite sure in that whole evening prior to getting the nightmare, he probably would have thought about it before he put it in there and really took some time to think about it. Now, is he going to be selfish? Or is he going to be utilitarian? Is he going to be practical? I want a wand of flowers.
Nice.
But yeah, he would probably wish for a wand. of some sort.
Ooh, exciting.
Just so people who happen to be listening to us right now,
Nice.
he would definitely want something magical.
Awesome. Oh man.
How about a wand that would stop people from dying in battle? No.
Nice, nice.
A wand where I
Nobody
have a
ever dies
flawless
in battle
outfit.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, a flawless outfit every time.
No one ever dies, but it includes the enemies.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta be careful about the wording.
Yeah, yeah. Anyone that ever battles, you can't die.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
You can
old
only
age
kill
and
people
shit.
by underhanded means. You can still poison them because it's not technically battle.
Right, right.
I feel that would make things scarier because people would never attack you head on. They would always like go about it real sneakily.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That could be a whole world setting where someone made a set of like super terrible missions. There's these new rules of reality everywhere. Like, oh. All right, I'm gonna jump us back in here. I think we're just missing staff, but it's that time. All right, take down the BRB scoring. All right, so Breedless dealing with some stuff anyway right now, so I guess that makes sense. Got a mess to clean up. Lisanna, of course, you can head downstairs. You can get the things that you wanted to get and head back up. Right, Zia's not at the castle. Okay. May I have ooh, actually I can just check this real quick because of the campaign. Just checking something super quick for everyone. It is a excuse me. Surprise. Okay. Oh my. I guess no one yet has a particularly high passive perception. Probably because no one's wisdom based, I guess, right?
If it's daytime, I'm at disadvantage anyway.
Where's the camera? There it is. Right. Okay. All right. In that case, everyone goes about their morning. Of course, Sinister, you found Titania in the kitchen.
It was a really nice throw. I mean, I inherited from my uncle who went on adventures. It was like the first diplomatic, mission to the surface. And it was very fancy. I mean, it was a lineage. Last place I remember.
Sweet.
Yeah, last place I remember was in a stage where maybe I trance or whatever. But if you happen to see it, please let me know.
I will. I don't have anything quite so sentimental myself, but if I see anything, if I see it, I'll certainly let you know.
It meant a whole lot to me,
Yes, of course. The two of you enjoy some breakfast. Let me jump to my things here. Right.
He would have came down and he'd hide his crow's feet and haggard look, probably some mirrored sunglasses.
Amazing.
Really obnoxious.
Like oversized, like
Yeah.
Nice. I love it. All right, I'm gonna say that today the weather's let up a fair bit. The rain has come to a slow stop, and while overcast, the clouds are getting thinner and the sky is getting a bit brighter. Mid breakfast time, you all hear a message on your link from the familiar voice of Allie. Alienor Sunray. Good day to y'all. It's just me. I have an update or two, and I was hoping to. Hoping it's not too early where you are, wherever you are. Everyone awake. Is it a bad time?
No?
we're awake.
Good, good. Well, I should have been faster to get my little. I got the little. Let's just use these antlers today. I have some other ones, but these will have to go. Oh, there we go. Great. Well, first, how are you all doing? Yeah, y'all making out all right? Whereabouts are you currently?
We're kind of trying to figure out some things on our island. I don't remember if we told her about it.
I think we did.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure we did.
I think so. Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
I love the ears.
That is so cute.
We're on the call right now.
All right. And everyone's safe and well.
This is Sally.
Mm-hmm. What gave it away?
We're doing
Uh,
good.
We're good minus Cassius, you know. But we will meet up with him at a later date.
Oh, good, good. He gave me a quick update some time ago. I hope he's able to manage everything he needs to. All right. Well, on with the news then. There's just been a lot of news about a lot of reports seem to be pointing to one of the other towers that are out there looking for the ancient technology. Are looking to make a move soon.
Ooh.
What do you mean?
Just that there's been a lot of buzz about people looking into reports of ancient technology, making inquiries. It's picked up a lot of chatter, as my people call it. A lot of it surrounding Staffney Island. And we don't have any further details yet as to what exactly it is, but feels like something big's happening there, or is bound to soon. So I'm really focusing my efforts on that. But I'll certainly keep you all apprised. It's reached a point, a bit of a boiling point. I figured I should share with you all in case you end up near the area. I think you said that McCoy, you can get there like from anywhere, and then you get brought back when you're done. Can I ask, where are you, near Staffney now? Or are you still over at, I think you said you were heading to Atmos last.
Just left Atmos before we came here.
All right.
I think I'm not quite sure when we'll be ready to leave. But I think the next stop for us, of course, anybody correct me if I'm wrong. The next stop for us, I believe, was McCullum Stead.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
That's not far from
where-
Staffney.
Yeah.
All right. But you can ask what on earth you'd need there. That place is all but abandoned.
Just following some breadcrumbs. Also, you have excellent taste in wine. I am
Thank you.
obsessed.
Oh, well, next time you swing by or meet up, I'll make sure I have a few extra crates for you.
Oh, thank you. I don't mean to speak for everyone, but I know I am not the only one that would be very excited to see you next.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, alright, good. I look forward to seeing you all as well. As I get more details on this, I'll let you know. I'm worried it's going to be something. It sounds like it's going to be a big move, whatever it is. Whether that is something dangerous or otherwise, I don't know. But something bold. To have this much a chatter about this. It's like whatever it is big enough and important enough where they're worried less about covering their tracks and more about getting the information and making preparations for, again, something around staffing.
What would that be?
That's what we're trying to figure out. We're
Absolutely.
just not sure. But we've got one of you people looking into it, and I'll keep you apprised. Um, but I'm just, I'm worried. Of course, ancient technology in the wrong hands is what we're looking to avoid. That, of course. I do believe that there's our competition. As I mentioned before, I feel pretty firmly that it's the Federation. Of course, they want their hands on it. Um, and they have some of the originals where, of course, you all recall that the airships that exist today are based on ancient airships, and they have not been able to reproduce it or anything like that with the new airships. Ancient technology is still superior, but they've had little bits and pieces that they built this off of, so they have some already. And of course, the pirates, I think, are after as well. I don't know what each of those factions intends to do with it, but I imagine neither one is that good. But the other bit of news is I've purchased a wee bit about that the book book or books you were asking about. The I think you said you had your sister.
Yeah, that's why we were looking at McCollumstead, as we had heard
Cool.
that there might be one there. But yeah, have you heard anything else or?
I hopefully this will keep you at least from being I don't know. I don't know if this will be helpful, but I've kept my network out, asking about it and being careful to cover our tracks. But there's a bunch of a number of fresh rumors about these books, and a lot of talk where it would seem that there are in fact two other parties taking the information about the books and their whereabouts. Jolene has been confirmed as one of them, but there's someone else.
It wouldn't be a giant. A
I-
giantess.
I imagine that might stand out a bit, but I don't think so, only because we don't know yet. I imagine if it was a giant or giantess, that would probably be information. It'd be easy to identify as such. But who knows? Maybe they're working through someone or covering tracks really well. But
I just know that on Glipperglurk there was a incident where someone took an interest.
Really? I
I
see.
hate that it was her.
Oh, right. Well, I'll feed that back to my people. We should have some more detailed information soonish, as they're working back through the channels to some of the people that actually interacted with this other party. But just wanted to let you know that it sounds like it's not just Jolene after it and yourselves, but perhaps it sounds like a third party as well.
Yeah, it would be great to know. We need to figure out if they're friend or foe as fast as possible. Thank you.
Of course, of course. Well, if all's well there, that's really all I had. Again, I'll keep you apprised as frequently as I can as we get more information about this, whatever's going on at staff needs. And I don't get put on edge that easily, but I'm a bit nervous about this. Just boldly go about what they're doing here. It's almost like there's a sense of urgency. They don't have time to be subtle, and that's
Maybe
never
we should
good.
make this a priority.
Well, if you're heading to McCullumstead, you won't be far. That's hardly not a stone's throw, but relatively from Staffney. But I'll let you know as soon as I hear anything else. Otherwise,
Thank you so much.
Of course, of course. Well, listen, you all take care. And
You as well.
we'll catch you soon then.
Sounds good.
She cuts out. Okay. So that kind of interrupts, everyone's morning there a little bit, but you get some of that info.
Um, do you think we could potentially, on the moon lake with everybody, prepare to leave for the homestead soon, like within the next day?
I had nothing pressing on this island. I'm just here for the ride.
Braylith, do you think that's okay with you?
Yeah, I guess the only thing that I'm hesitant about are the monsters and the child still, or, well, I mean, it was a child, but now it's not. I mean, other than that, yeah, that seems fine. I'll have a talk with my patron and see if would you be okay with them staying behind and continuing their study?
Yeah, I
I
was gonna
personally
ask
would.
that. If they're comfortable,
Okay.
I'm totally fine with that.
Okay. I can ask and see if
But
they're
they can't really leave. That's one thing.
right.
So
Right.
they have to be okay
I'll
with
make sure
that.
that they know that, and I'll give them the
But-
fair warnings of like to stay away from the forest. And yes,
But you
Sinister.
sent a bag. You sent a message to the bag. What if the person that's hostile and they come back and your patron and his whatever name is that woman encounter whoever's on the other end of that?
I'll let them know that I did that, and if they don't feel safe, then they can come with us. If not, if they feel safe, then they can stay here and study.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just make sure that they know it could be like weeks or months
I will let them know.
before we get back.
Okay, great. Okay.
I just feel the lack of like care that there could be a hostile entity or not on its way back from the slip that you put.
Well, you don't know that they're on their way back, Sinister.
I know if I had a bag in my house full of treasures and I got a mysterious note, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm coming back. Who's up in my crib? I gotta find out. I'm about to rank up everything."
I mean, I think it would be pretty obvious at this point, like that other people have been here since like we've been here a few times now. If they've been coming back within the last year,
There's
would've known
there's a
we've been
difference
here.
of rolling up onto the scene of a robbery or to a robbery in progress. You know
Maybe
what I'm saying?
maybe one day they'll be here the same time we will, and we can talk to them. We can
Yeah.
have we can talk, and we can have some food,
Well,
and
think about it from the other perspective. Like, say for instance, you have this magical island that's mythical, right? And you have like a treasure room, and someone pops a note. Would you be like, "Oh yeah, let me talk to them. They seem cool."
I mean, maybe
I
kind
just
of.
ultimately like it's already done. So
Yeah, and I kept saying no, don't do that.
Yep. Well, it's too late. It happened. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep watching for the rest of the day, and then I'm gonna probably come up tonight, pack, and then maybe we can leave tomorrow morning after we get what everybody's whereabouts are.
Yeah, that would be nice. Has anyone seen a throw rug? It was very important to me.
Yes, Carmine's laying on it. Thank you. Relith will cut off the communication, and will Relith's going to go and find her patron. My link. By the way, I'm going to find my patron, then I'm going to take care of Carmine the rest of the day, and then end communication.
That was a family heirloom.
Nice. Well,
It
thank
was
you for
from
the
my
read.
first diplomatic relations to the surface.
Nice. Okay, so for the day, we're here. I'll say, Zia, as far as, if you're keeping an eye on the creature in that cave, it does leave the cave maybe closer toward midday. And it seems to have to navigate around this fell portion of the forest, not just the perimeter, but kind of in and out, sniffing trees, marking other areas, just kind of doing like not quite some animal behaviors, perhaps animalistic behaviors, but it has these pauses where it just sort of like sits, like it's looking introspectively, and it has like a 1,000-yard stare every so often. Um, but uh, as the day comes around to an end, as we're just gonna kind of pass through the day. If you're staying there long enough, are you staying like till midnight? It's aging, 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 approaching midnight.
Yeah, I think I would probably see the aging like happening and then, obviously keeping up with everybody else. But also Zia loves sleeping outside anyway and probably got a better night's sleep at that
Nice.
time than like in months. So
Okay.
why not take one more night?
Nice. All right. So you do notice one difference from the late evening before, where it was being dragged down into the ground like around 8:39. This same process begins again, but it seems to have enough strength now to keep itself from being drawn down and sort of first glided through. And after maybe like a half an hour of this ground trying to just constantly suck this thing up and it kicking it off and going about its business like an annoyed cat or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no longer being sucked down to the ground. And it continues towards midnight and goes through the same process like its own, and begins to have shallow breathing and lie and rest. Seems to pass away as a new baby one crawls out of the cracks of the old body brought down to the ground.
Mhm.
The new one left there. If you're just observing, it kind of does what any, I guess, newborn animal would do. Kind of crawls around or tries to crawl around a bit and stand up a little bit. I mean, you're just here studying, so I won't have you do a roll.
Okay.
You see that its eyes are a little less like stretched out sockets with eyes in them, and a little more natural, slightly. Um, and it has what looks like a bit of a nose, kind of pushing through that flat skin where there was no nose or mouth. A bit of a nose with two little slits for maybe nostrils. Is changed ever so slightly again, and once again looks just a little more nourished than before. Still malnourished, but
Okay.
a little less malnourished than even yesterday's.
From the corpses that were been in that large cave, would it have been obvious that there was any sort of transition, or do they all start to look the same once they've aged?
Because you took the time to study, I'd say all of the rest look
Mhm.
like the creature that you witnessed a couple nights ago.
Okay,
This is the first change.
so it's like clear that probably we had something to do with
Mm-hmm.
this,
Mm-hmm.
since
Yes.
that would be the only thing that would have been different over the last couple days.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, everybody's probably sleeping other than Sinister. So Zia's gonna like keep that in the mind bank to inform everybody on when people wake up. But now that it's like 12:31,
Then
she's
Esther
probably
probably would have been trying, before he goes to sleep, trying to get Titania. All right, come down. You want to see the monster? Like,
Oh.
Nice. Oh
Wanna
no,
see the
that's amazing. Titania, that evening looks amazing. Is going to be so wrapped up in preparing her crew and ship and stuff, making sure everything's is set and stuff. I'm saying to sound sinister. It's you know how it is when you're in charge.
it's rather large. You're gonna
I
be disappointed that
have no doubt.
it's a large monster.
There's she kind of politely, dances around it and then gets kind of back to work and excuses herself.
Your loss.
Nice.
so
He's gonna go down and investigate
okay.
the monster too with Zia, because Zia and him were down in the cave, so he would like to probably talk to her more about it.
Okay.
Okay. Is this before midnight, or?
Well,
we...
he wants to have enough sleep to, to go back to sleeping on his box.
Okay. Like after the dragging down, like
Hmm.
he's gonna head back to the.
Okay. You're heading down, so you see Z heading back.
Oh,
Mhm. So, but you'll kind of meet, like, you're heading up the cave, and Zia's like ready to come down the cave as you come up.
oh. Well, this is awkward. So, I was gonna take a look at the sea area if you know, wanted to. But it looks like you've already done your investigations.
Oh, I mean, it was kind of more or less the same thing that happened as last time. Another one kind of popped out again. Um, its eyes were a little bit more developed, I guess you could say, and it had a little bit more of a definable nose, which was interesting. But other than that, it was pretty similar to the last one. I'm kind of interested. I think what's happening potentially, and I don't really have proof of this, is that the nightmares are in some sense like allowing it to take on maybe a form it had previously, or it's evolving into a new form. But we really don't have time to kind of stick around here and like continue.
That's a shame. I was kind of invested in Axel.
Oh, it's okay. We'll be back. I mean, if you want to stay for like the next, I don't know, at the rate that it's like going, it's probably going to take like a few months of eating your nightmares to like get to a point where it could like have a mouth.
Here's the thing. Last night was the first time I actually had a nightmare in a long time. It was the first time I actually tried sleeping like normal people. And I wasn't a fan.
Yeah, so if you don't want to do that for months, I really don't think there's much of a shot.
So our nightmares feed this thing?
I mean, it does literally eat them, like, as you've now seen.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, I thought you guys were just having some sort of collective delusion. But
yeah, I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Indeed. I'll keep that as an inside thought.
Nice.
Well, I'm gonna go start packing up, get everything on the ship, and then probably sleep for a couple more hours before getting ready to disembark in the morning.
I will take a look around. I mean, I did make this trip. I should look around. Looking down into the abyss or whatever it is, he's gonna try to detect magic or anything, and it's at night, so he has further vision and magical darkness. So I'm hoping that he can see.
As you look down, I mean, it's basically, because it's a floating island, you're looking at a hole in the bottom of the floating island that looks down over, if you'll make a sea level below. And so it's quite a ways down, probably, maybe not 10,000 feet, but it's pretty far down. But I mean, you would recognize you've traveled enough by airship now to know that's that rolling Omega Sea down below. Nothing nearby that's magical. But you imagine
Do I notice maybe claw marks, or like maybe that it's
make a quick investigation check if you would.
All right. Should I use D&D Beyond or my own dice?
I love real dice. Yeah.
Real dice.
Yeah.
I mean, normally I'd say real dice, but mine have failed me all evening. So.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
It's not great. That would be 11.
Okay, it's a pretty low DC. You're just you're looking for something like that in the stuff. There are no signs of anything crawling up or crawling down. It looks like this is just a cave that was. It seems to be naturally made. Maybe some erosion, maybe some water was flooding through here at one point and just eroded its way, out the bottom of the island.
Well, I don't know. Oh, Axel will just have to keep on keeping on. I wonder. I have a feeling that the forest at this point, and right before it becomes verdant again, is cursed, maybe. And I can't but help but notice that that maybe, just maybe, our dear Carmine might be affected by it. Considering he was in great health up until.
Is this a group talk?
I was talking to Zia, but
Okay.
Oh,
that's fine.
okay. I was, yeah, because I've walked back. So is this be a mind link or?
I guess it'll be mind linked and like he's
Okay.
looking around in the cave. I don't see any claw marks like these creatures made out of. Came up out of this opening, but who's to say? Maybe whatever's affecting this creature is also affecting Carmine. Considering he was in good health up until, the last couple of days.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not. I don't know anybody who's really a specialist on like dragon health. I mean, it might just be a normal molting process or something. If it's like a lizard, kind of.
Listen, you don't survive as long as I have without having a healthy sense of paranoia. And I say that it's good to suspect everything and anything.
Awesome. As Zia and Sister continue debating, the possibilities, I'm just going to quickly cover during the day. There was, of course, Brila and Lizana. Lizana, when you went downstairs in morning-ish to collect, I think you were looking for some food and stuff like that for Carmine.
Right.
You head into the kitchen, into the dining area. Vic is currently in the kitchen, and the hall seems all but empty. There's a person, maybe or two. You don't really know if you're getting food, but you do hear one individual sitting alone in the dining area call over. Is your dragon still ill? Turn and look, and it's Eden.
Yeah. Still, losing scales. I mean, Breeze and I are trying to take care of it. Breela's probably doing a better job than I am, but, yeah.
I overheard in the bath last night, and on the other side of the partition, and you two were rather loud.
Yeah.
I know something of Dragonstone. I can take a look if you wish.
Would you, please?
Mm-hmm.
That would be, very helpful.
She's already walking in the room to go look at the dragon. Are you coming?
Oh, and she runs after her.
Nice. On the way up the elevator and such, dragon is rather unique, and that it's you have learned what type it is already.
Don't think we have.
Oh. And you don't know.
No, Breelith found the egg here. I mean, the first time we came here, we found the egg. And, no idea where it came from.
It would make sense that it's here. I have my suspicions, so I'll confirm. upon inspection.
Do you know a lot about dragons?
I do.
Oh.
Just continues to look forward as the elevator is going on. Oh, you can.
Love Eden.
um, you'll check, but I believe your dragon will eat anything from fine gems to meat.
He kind of looks down to see her array of random snacks that she got from the kitchen.
Nice.
Probably can't have that. Probably won't eat that.
No cashews. Yeah. Neat. And bing, you arrive and head down to the room. She'll follow you, like let you, of course, get off and lead the way. And actually, I don't have her fate here, but I'm pretty sure she's one of the tallies of the group, like Zia and Rila. And yeah, she follows you down.
Oh. Eden.
Just right in here and breathe this room.
Oh. I see, yes. So door opens up and Rila's like, covered in cleanup duty.
Oh.
Literally cleanup duty.
Nice emphasis
Liaisana's
on the
gonna turn
duty.
around and be like, "Oh my gosh, what happened in here?"
Just a mistake. It's fine.
Is your stomach
Eden.
upset, Rila?
No, it was the dragon.
That's her attempt at humor.
Oh.
Or their
Sure,
attempt
that's
at
what they
humor.
all
Yeah.
say. They all
Completely
say.
completely over, Brila said.
Nice.
Liaisana is going to druid craft like a torrential downpour, and then after she does that,
Eden
she's going
steps
to like
back.
a whole like
There
gust
goes
of wind.
Uncle Severius's blanket.
So sad. May I read the gestures of Carmine?
Sure. Yeah. Brila will step back. Kind of look at
But-
Liaisana like,
Eden knows a lot about dragons. She might know what Carmine is
oh,
and what's
okay.
happening.
Yeah, we just know that it's a rare breed. Isn't found a lot. I don't know what kind.
Eden puts their hand on the back of Carmine's head. Do either of you speak Draconic? Breathe. Oh,
Liaisana
Liaisana,
does.
okay. You hear Eden speak a form of Draconic that it sounds like broken Draconic. In your studies, you might have come across like the Latin version of Draconic. It's like an ancient, like dead language of version of Draconic, and she's speaking that, so you're able to make out some of what she's saying. I don't have my phone handy, so I can't whisper it to you. Sorry. It's sort of like a callback through a dragon's ancestry. It's like honoring the other dragon. It's a greeting of some sort, honoring a dragon through its ancestors, and it's not quite a prayer, but it kind of reads as a prayer. And as they are saying that to Carmine, they wrap that up, and then they ask permission to investigate or check. And seemingly Carmine gives, rests their head back down. And Eden goes about a very medical sort of assessment. And, well, they are indeed a very rare type of dragon. Celestial dragon. Here. Everything is normal. They're fine. They're in some pain and discomfort.
This is supposed to happen?
Yes, yes, this is when a dragon comes into their next age. They go through this process.
Anything that we can do to help it?
Be by their side. Feed them well. Again, jewels and meat are ideal. You can still
Okay.
feed them meat that's already been butchered, but in their next age that they're coming into, you'll want to start allowing them to catch their own. Be able to give them a mix of live and butchered meat. All gems.
Okay.
They're costly, and best to train them with meat. I say train, but it's education. So they're not ever to be treated as pets. Likely, you will be able to speak languages they've been learning and that their ancestors have known in their next age. Some of them would expect common, draconic, ancient draconic, perhaps another language or two. Some
I'm trying to learn Draconic.
I guess
I
yeah,
looked these on.
a difficult language, but one of the first.
What? I'm sorry. What did you say, Dan?
A difficult language, but one of the first.
Okay.
Yes, expect other abilities. But for now, be with them, heal them. You have, I believe, I've witnessed you use some healing magic.
Yes. Yeah.
Many of their scales will fall. They will be replaced with new, larger ones. Expect the growth spurt to accommodate that in the next week or so. Over the next maybe 6 weeks.
Okay. Thank you, Eden.
Of course. They turn down to Carmine and see something in a draconic so like full on that it's very difficult to understand. If you want to try and understand it, Lisa, go ahead and make a history check with advantage. Since you speak the base draconic.
Okay, that's actually a little better. It's a 16.
Okay. You catch bits and pieces, and it sounds like another. It reads a bit like a prayer again, but it's clearly not. It's just another way, a formal way of honoring, in exchange between with another dragon. When speaking with a dragon, and sort of an offering. Rather, not an offering, but it's as though Eden is offering any assistance in managing, he's 16, in managing to work with mortals, namely you all. As there may be some conflicts, and Eden feels that they're in a place to assist Carmine with that understanding. Which is a little bit ironic because Eden seems to be a bit disconnected from all of that. Mm. Bring them to me if they seem to be in any greater pain or discomfort than they may know. If you have any other questions. And please keep in mind, in the coming of this next stage, it's the first stage where they will not need nurture. They do now.
They might not need what, Dan? I'm sorry.
They may not need nurture in the way that they do now. So please be prepared to adjust. You don't want to treat a dragon carries with it the knowledge of many of its ancestors as it ages. If you don't want to speak down to dragon in the next stage. It will maybe offended or hurt. So be prepared to speak to them as more of an equal. It's a difficult transition for me. Not just sort of been with dragons since this age.
Okay.
Thank you for your insight.
Yeah, go for it.
No, I said thank you for your insight.
Oh, I was like, rolling insight? All right. Yeah. Of course.
All these lies.
Nice, nice. And she turns and walks out of the room. Hands back to whatever she's going to do next.
Bye.
It's awesome. Okay. Ash Forest. All right. Otherwise, the day kind of goes by, as normal. The night where Sinister and Zia had their stuff, and then the next morning comes around.
Just so you know, he would have went to bed and got his 8 hours.
Ooh.
And he would have been like, "How did they do this?" And
Nice.
Try to close.
Awesome. Okay. Next morning, Titania's got her crew ready to go at 6 a.m. They're on board. They're provisioned with what they've been allowed to provision from the place. Vic, same thing. He's got, been keeping on everyone on the crew, the ship stock. Yeah, Bree, that's what you got.
Anything about what?
Mhm.
Oh God, the pen I was using is leaking. I have ink all over me.
That's amazing. Look, Carmine brought to reality. Yeah. That's amazing. That really is a lot of ink. I hope it didn't get in anything important.
You've been inked.
I don't know. So
That's a problem for an
anything-
hour from now. Yeah.
exactly. That's a problem for future Stephanie. Was there anything with Breela's patron, because she would have went the day before to ask if he was okay with possibly being stuck there to study, or if they wanted to come with them.
No, Doran and Diana are ecstatic about the idea of continuing that.
She would let them know like any dangers that she knows of, like the forest, if they go out. Where
they're half listening.
Where the stuff in the kitchen is, where the extra toiletries is, where the beach is in case they want to go to the beach, where the forest is in case they need some serenity, where the spas are.
Good to know.
Oh, they can do this. Keep an eye out for this, and trash goes out on Tuesdays.
Yes.
And okay.
Nice. They're like, but like so excited about all this stuff. Yeah.
We sent the letter in a bag.
Yeah. Nice. Awesome. You're given all the thorough warnings, including, just be careful in case someone shows up and it's not us. Go hide.
Yep.
All right. So everyone is boarded. You hear, let's see, Icaracus on the other ship. He's really just, the garbage. He's got that voice that carries. He's just following around Titania. She's like, giving some orders and getting things set. He's just like following up with anyone that's not doing what she's asked. But their crew's pretty disciplined, so they're going about their wishes. All right. The ships are tied together once again, tethered, so as to bring this other ship out of Macaw. The ships disembarked through that beautiful waterfall. It's a sunny day this morning. Sunny start to the day, and the two ships fly out and disembark. You've got 15 minutes until you're zapped back to that space that was just a few hours, I think, outside of Atmos Isles. Gosh, who even has this now? Sinister. Gosh, it was Cassius. He probably would have given it back to Sinister. He probably would have given it to Liazana, I guess, for Liazana to dole out. Let's see. Where were we? Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Wrong document.
Unbelievable.
Lizan, you're about 5 minutes from vamping back into regular space.
I have a sending stone.
Mhm.
If you're saying if it's a sending stone, there is a sending stone in my inventory.
Does anyone
One.
remember? Yeah, which one do you have, Sinister?
I have the Captain Ruth one.
Okay. Um. Okay. So about 5 minutes from going back to regular space, then. Sinister, through your sending zone in your head. Hello, Yolanda. We have a vital mission. I'm going to contact you with sending scrolls in a moment. 10 minutes. Assemble your crew. Be ready to relay my messages. No dawdling. Okay.
Yeah. I would be like, hey, yo, Captain Ruth is trying to get a hold of us, told me to assemble y'all and stuff. What do I do?
Fuck off.
Remember that pirate dude that we forgot about and stuff?
Oh yeah, I remember who Captain Ruth is. I thought that we weren't doing that anymore.
You can't just undo a pirate treaty. That's not what happens. You just can't say, oh yeah, we have this concourse.
I mean, I thought that we just were just like, not important.
No, he did say whenever he calls upon us that, we gotta do it. So we agreed because he has like a whole big ass fleet and, it was a big deal. He has a lot of people. And we said, yeah, we'll be down with him.
What does he want?
I don't know. He just, he sent Laudna to relay a message to assemble us before they give us things, I guess, instructions.
Okay.
This might be the other interested party that Allie was talking about.
Well, he is the captain of the Sky Pirates, so
Yeah, and there was, like,
self-proclaimed, possibly captain of the Sky Pirates.
He had a lot of ships.
I guess let's see what he wants.
It's not like we could say no.
I mean, maybe we could.
Well,
Probably have our
Where-
heads served to us.
we're
Yeah.
heading to McCollum said, did he say like we have to meet him physically somewhere, or we just have to
No,
respond?
I think they're about to pass us instructions.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they, considering that this is a magical item, it is possible for them to know our location through
Well,
magical
that's
means.
fine. They're gonna pass us instructions.
Yeah,
Let's just see what they pass us.
I'm just saying that it is a possibility that if we try to say, oh, we're over here, and that they could.
No, we're not gonna lie. That would be bad.
Not tell them where we're at until we figure out
It's
what's
probably
going
that
on.
they already know, is what I'm saying. It's a likelihood they already know.
Okay.
We're about to
Find out.
go back
Yeah.
to where we were before we headed to Macaw. So I doubt they know where we're at until we go back to the regular plane.
What I'm trying to say is that there is a likelihood they could. I mean,
Let's just wait to see what they send.
Yeah.
To air.
I'm
We
just
don't,
saying.
we don't know what
we-
we don't know what they want.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that there's magical means of keeping track of people. I mean, we have one up in the house.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
So it's chill. Well,
I mean, I'm tired of being I'm probably paranoid.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time.
It won't be the last.
so I'm gonna go check and see how Vic is doing in the kitchen, making sure everything's like ready for rations and stuff.
You do that.
See ya.
Keyless already stopped listening and is taking care of Carmine.
Sinister's like, oh, he's just like, oh, okay.
is anyone assembling with Sinister to hear the instructions, or are you all just gonna kind of mind link it?
Well, wait, weren't the only instructions just to wait until there are more instructions?
No,
Yeah,
to assemble the crew. He said assemble the crew.
Oh, I mean, we're in a mind link.
Mm-hmm,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Liaison will probably look for Sinister.
And you just see Sinister just like, do I look okay? You know, because
Where is Sinister?
he's probably like feverishly putting on like a nice jacket and stuff and getting his hair together and then going up to the top of the ship.
Yeah, she's not gonna care. She's gonna come in whatever she's wearing, and she's gonna meet you up there and be like, are
And then
you
he's
okay?
gonna go,
They can't see us. You know that, right?
I don't know that.
Jesus.
At 10 minutes, like on the nose. Sinister, of course, you're getting this, and assuming you're relaying it, everyone else will hear about. Wanda Drake continues. Right, you must have everyone assembled. I'm sure no one's lazing about. I'm going to continuously use sending messages. So please take notes if you need to. I will not repeat myself.
Okay, and you just see like a magical flash, and you just see like feather and quill in the letters, and then Rhodey is like writing, and he's just like, and I'm making sure that it's right by Liaisana, so in the most flowery, sinister lettering writing, because honestly, it's really coming from him, but relayed through Rhodey.
Nice.
What the instructions are.
Okay, perfect. They're scribbling
Yes.
down as you get notes.
And you just see him kind of go like, as she says something, and like
Nice. Passing it along. Okay. Wanda continues. As the Admiral of the Sky Pirates so graciously allowed you to join our ranks and fall under our protections at ports throughout the world, he is now proclaimed that is now calling in the first bit of service from you all. Lately, the UAF has been cracking down on us, and we've lost a substantial number of ships in the past few months to their raids. The accuracy of these raids, how they know our location, where we'll be, is eerie. And we need to find out from where they're getting their intel. You all will be assigned identities as early recruits in the UAF, and you will be sent into local intelligence base under the guise of a week-long training that all recruits have to go through. And you will find while there their means of intelligence, their means of intel. So, get everyone prepared. It looks like you're, because you passed through back in regular space now, because it was 10 minutes. It looks like you're rather close to the destination. Should only be a day's travel or so. We will send several ships to meet up with you to give you your identities. You should be there within a few hours. See you soon.
And then you just see him I told you.
And with that, because we'll end tonight's session.
Yeah.
You it was sending, so on that last sending one, you will have, of course, your 25 words to send immediately back if you want to. So you have a week to consider if you want to be like, wait, info or anything like that. But for tonight, this week, that's where dogs. um. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, well, you know what? I
mm.
knew something like this was gonna happen.
God.
It's Dan. It's D&D. You know, there's always gonna be another storyline thrown in somewhere.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. Nice. Oh my goodness.
You can
Oops.
see at the far end there is an
Sorry. There we go. I'm
So
so
much to
bad.
uncover.
Yeah, quite a bit again, right? We've done so much, but also had like so much like whee all over the place. I really don't know how y'all do it. I love it.
It's great.
It really is.
Yeah. Just gotta be more. We gotta be optimistic and know that either Dan is gonna kill us all or we'll be totally fine. And
Yeah.
those are the only two options.
Yeah,
One
pretty much.
extreme or the other. Yep.
Pretty much.
You could be Carmine, or you could be the crap on the wall. You can like it's
Right.
one
Yeah.
or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So you just gotta roll with the punches at this point.
Love it. All right, thank you, players. It was so nice, being back. I know we've had a couple weeks
Yeah.
down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dan.
Oh,
No,
my
thank you.
pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh. And thank you, chat, for hanging out. Hanging out. I'm Dan, and I'm in the corner. Words don't want to work. Thank you, TPK, for the TPK roleplay for the awesome grade. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. Okay, so we're gonna right. We've got our new schedule. I'm gonna put up our schedule. As you can see, we've got lots of content across the week.
Yeah.
Look at all this. That's so cool. We've got D&D. We've got indie game time now and things going on. We've got art. We've got Steph learning Blender and writing a webcomic over the Stormfall series that we ran as a campaign for 4.5 years. Some other goodies right around the corner. We don't have an official start date yet, so I can't put it on the schedule, but I can't wait to. So look forward to that. In the meantime, tonight, you've been watching an Extremis, our Sky Pirate campaign. Lots of fun. Obviously, these players are fantastic. So pop in next Saturday, 10 to 1, and see what's going to happen next. We've got options. We've got drama. We've got bathroom breaks. I'm showing this then. For now,
Yes, let's talk about that.
yeah. We're gonna raid over to our friends Blackwater D&D. Please consider giving a call on that birthday. And if you're new and you liked what you saw tonight, helping you out, consider giving us a follow. You can catch us with all our other stuff too, and Extremis every Saturday. Take care, everyone. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.